Hey guys, this is Hell Hades, free to play! And we are making decisions. Today is decision time. In fact, I've been waiting for this exact event to drop. Champion Chase Tournament. We've got 3 days worth of grind. Is it grind? No, it's 1 minute. Am I going to pull shards or not? But my question was, how accessible is the bug? Because for the free to play, I do not want to invest a lot of my resources when I know that Christmas Fusion is around the corner. And to that point, we've also got a really kind of sexy weekend of 2 timeses on. Sacred's today. I think it's Ancients tomorrow, Voids the next day, or the other way around. Check my post. But this is not the time for me to pull shards, even though it kind of is. Because I want to save my resources for the Christmas Fusion that's round the corner. Yeah, I've been banking up Fragment Champions, so I've got Drex that I want to pull and use. Vlad is in the mix as well. He'll be good for my faction wars, not much else. And then I've got these couple of rares to go as well. VILDRAX kind of I just want it to be an icing on the cake. An extra one that I could pull for the Christmas Fusion. But I don't want to use all of these resources to make it happen. So Champion Chase Tournament is kind of the blocker. If we look at the Fusion news post that was done the other day, the Fragment event, normally the epics are kind of easy. Or are much easier. And I would say the point scoring needed for Fragments so far is easier than the legendaries, just about, but not by a lot. So, I mean, this dude is not a legendary. He's a decent enough epic, but he's not crazy. So, I'm kind of like, champion training is doable, but it's, you know, generally it's a lot of work, even though leveling champions is always a good thing. So it's a lot of work, but for good reward. Dungeon Divers you should always get if you're playing the game, really. Artifact I should get if I've got enough silver, no problem. Champion training number 1, which we're kind of on, I could still make that happen. Dragon Tournament fine, Finite fine, Spider fine, Classic Arena easy. So the only kind of challenge is this Champion Chase. And so far, if I do it all here, apart from Champion Chase, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 90. So I need the 10 points from Champion Chase to make this happen. And let's just have a look where they've put it. So Dungeon Divers. Champion Chase. My Champion Train is here. My Spider, I already did. So I got those in the bag. Champion Chase, I'm kind of halfway through if I need to. So 1,650 points required to get this bug. 1,650 Champion Chase. Now remember, it's any way that you get a champion, you get points. 1,650. I mean, I still need 1,000 even if I pull all of my mystery shards. And, you know, obviously I can pump up buying whatever I can from the shop. Yes, 1 point, and kind of do this for 3 days. Maybe I hit 1,650 quite quickly, actually. Thinking about it, 1,650, buying up champions, buying up the shards whenever the market refreshes is doable. Yeah? Don't think you've got to go hard on your big shards. In fact, I'm definitely not. My decision's made. Skipping any massive shard pulls. I'm literally just going to go for Champion Chase 1,650 using mystery shards and collecting champions through doing my champion training. That's how I'm going to do it. So the bug is on, but for me, it's not a necessity for most people's accounts. And as I say, I'm going to do a full champion guide on this fella. But in terms of what does he bring you, I mean, the leech ability is nice, but it's a lot of books if you want to book him out. So I would just, in your head, consider him unbooked. Consider him unbooked. 30% chance of placing leech is not bad. Kind of opens up options on boss fights and clan boss. An AoE Hex, honestly, is nice. An AoE Hex from a support champion, it sets up a lot of the big damage hexes. And there are good damage hexes out there. So this is a good ability to set up a Hex smash. You know, if you've got yourself Ruel already, or you've collected Thea from Doom Tower, this is a good ability. Okay? It doesn't hit crazy hard by itself. In fact, let me just pull up the detail. So we've already loaded all of the details. So if you go to hellhades.com, any champion that you pull, you can come and find their champion page. The new few, I have not done their scores for yet, but every other champion will have their scores in. There's a bit of a blurb about them, but then every skill, you can see what their multiplier is and how it's graded. So weak is the bottom 15% of that attack type. So it's either AoE or single target. Weak, bottom 15% of all champions. Average is then from 15 up to 50. Strong is from 50 up to 85. And then Godlike is the top 15% of hits for that type of hits. So this dude, average, weak, weak. He kind of hits like he's got a bubble machine and he's throwing, he's aiming it at you. Kind of like pop, pop, pop. It doesn't hurt at all. So this guy is literally like a support. That's it. There's no damage coming. He is the person who sets up your Hex Smash. That is it. On my free-to-play right now, he is irrelevant. Totally irrelevant right now. Don't even have a Hex Smash. So he's not setting anything up for me right now. And his abilities are very weak. This AoE here, increasing debuff on all enemies. It's okay. It's literally okay. When hitting enemies under Hex, also a chance to put a skill on cooldown is actually kind of cool. I like that. But again, it's okay. Like, this is an okay ability. Nothing more than that. And the passive here, this is interesting, but very RNG focused. There's no cooldown on it, which is cool. So actually, I kind of like the passive. Could steal a heal whenever it's going off. That is pretty cool. So yeah, it's a cool passive, but it doesn't work against bosses. So it's kind of like, again, it's mainly, it feels like it's like a PvP focused thing, or maybe wave content focused thing. So yeah, this guy, I think he's average. I will try and get him on the free to play. Also, I've got another epic in the fragment group to pull, but I will not be wasting any resources to get him. Everything we're doing, energy I'm using, all that type of stuff, is literally going to come from the pool of energy I've got, rather than pushing a load of my gems and my resources into it. So, you know, a lot of people have been asking me on the free to play, are you going for him? Are you skipping him? The honest answer is I'm going to get him, I think, but I am not going to push any resources into him because I'm saving those for the Christmas fusion. You see these numbers here, 47 Ancients, 7 Voids, 1 Sacred. They will be the same or higher when we come to the Christmas fusion. 100%. I'm not going to be using any of those resources for him. So, look, I hope it's got to you in time. This 2 times weekend, I think, is a bit of a bait weekend. I think for me, it's an easy skip on the free to play. What I do on the main's different because I can throw money at it. But for the fusions, I'm more interested in what's coming in a couple of weeks' time for Christmas, 2 or 3 weeks' time, than I am for this bug right now. There you go, guys. That's my view. I've been Hell Hades, free to play. I'll catch you later.